Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at natg coming at you with a little beacon rush action, and this is War Robots. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think is one of the biggest blunders that PIXONIC has ever done. And I'm talking complete marketing meltdown. And of course, I'm talking about the Ultimate Spectre and Ultimate Orkans, guys. If you guys caught it, it lasted for a whole whopping day. 10,000 coins, 10,000 gold per spin to get a chance at possibly landing on a win spot on a wheel that would give you an additional spin to possibly win. Ultimate Orkans, Ultimate Spectre, pilots, things like that. Oh my gosh, I watched several videos, guys, and talked to several people. Of course, we had Danny Lightning, who spent like $250,000 in gold just to get an Ultimate Spectre, or not an Ultimate Spectre, but an Ultimate Orkan. Also known a few people who have put in $2+ million gold to get the Spectre and the Orkan combos to get on there. I also know a guy who spent almost $13 million. That's insane. You are talking thousands. We're not talking $1, $2, possibly $4,000, $5,000 worth of gold. I have not spent, I have not had that kind of gold in my account over the 9 years that I've been playing here, let alone wanting to spend that kind of money on it. I mean, this was a Super Whales only exclusive event. And they spent so much time marketing it. They put it in videos. It's around the Ultimate Orkan and Spectre combo coming out. And, it's going to be exclusive. It's going to have a whole new way of leveling up. Yeah, there's exceedingly exclusive. You're going to have to spend several $1,000s to get it. This screams back to the days of when the Dash bots first came out and they were like $400 a piece. That was just absolutely insane. The other part of the event, which PIXONIC / Upwake has done right, is, there's some good prizes in the generic, boxes, in the basic, middle, and even in the bingo type board and the boxes that go there. There's some good stuff there. Really a great step in the right direction. And then they fall flat on their face with with this whole ultimate Spectre. Just call it a debacle, guys. I don't know who their marketing team is, but if I was in charge of the marketing team, I would have fired them, because that right there just insulted the entire community. Because the vast majority of players, 99% of the players out there are not going to have the gold necessary to go after that. I'm sure down the road they're going to be reducing price so you can get a hold of these items. But, right off the get-go, making them so expensive, slap in the face to moderate spenders, pocket change spenders, and free-to-play. I'm not even going to say slap in the face. This is a punch in the face. That was just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who came up with that idea. But said if they were on my team, I'd fire them. That was just, they did more to hurt public relations in, one day than they did in months prior, maybe even years prior. Talk about making it look like they are so pay to win, so greedy that they have to do something like that. And the sad thing is they've set themselves up. There are big super whales who probably did spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 to get those things. And now how are they going to justify lowering the price for other people to get it? Those super whales are going to say, "Hose you, I'm never spending another dime on this game again." They put themselves in a terrible position. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes that PIXONIC has ever made. It is, I'm going to put it right there, guys. It is the biggest mistake PIXONIC has ever made in the game. That was just absolutely crazy insane. I don't know if maybe they're thinking, this whole Gentari's, palace of whatever, thinking, "Ooh, this is a casino," and they see these giant, slot machines at casinos wherever, and they can spend $1 gazillion. I think, "Oh my gosh, we just go for it. We already have a gambling themed event. Let's just make it super, super tough." Man, I was so excited about the other part of the event that when I saw that, it literally took the wind out of my sails. I'm like, really? That is ridiculous. And this is my rant for the weekend, guys. Seriously. Not that it affects gameplay. I mean, it's all for status. The Ultimate Orcan and the Ultimate Spectre combo is not going to be the super beast on the battlefield. It is a status thing. When you see one of those, you know someone has spent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or has saved gold for 8, 9 years to get it, or someone has used a hack to get resources to buy into do those draws. If you see it right now, you know it's just a status thing, because you're going to be able to take those out. A little quantum radar, one of these, quantum radar, and just about anything is going to take the Ultimate Spectre off the battlefield. So I just don't get it. I mean, seriously, I would just like to sit there, take their marketing team and shake them by the shoulders and go, what the heck were you thinking when you did this? So there's my rant for the week, guys. The Ultimate Spectre spurred on Foggy's ultimate rant. Seriously, it's just awful. I mean, wow. Just wow. But I am convinced that in probably, we still have a lot of event left. By the end of the event, we're going to see that re-drop for a day, and you're probably going to see 10,000 gold per spin again. Then it's going to drop probably 5, and then down to 1,000, and then probably down to 500. I mean, they're going to drop it in, because what they're doing is they get the biggest bucks they can right away, and then it drops down. But like I said, though, it's going to cheese off the super whales who spent all that money. If I were a super whale, I would not spend a dime again if that's the pattern of behavior they're going to be practicing here in the marketing department. Is you just wait until it becomes less expensive. I mean, even super whales are going to be like, hey, I'm not, $5,000. That's, for a lot of people, that's a lot of money. Even for a super whale, it's like, I could probably save that and put it into something else. But we will see. We will see, guys. Maybe it won't come back at all. Well, if it doesn't, that was a horrible, horrible marketing scheme, because they put that Ultimate Orcan Inspector, they made a big deal about it and turned it into a mess. Wow. Speaking of messes, looks like we got the red team on the run. Messed up their plans for domination. Let's get them out of here if we can. Oh, I thought I was going to get the card there. Doing a lot of running and gunning here with this build. I've been doing a lot of stationary posting, camping with this, and I've also been doing some aggressive running with this. If I see a good target and I get up nice and close to it and give it the love, just boom, 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 because there is no damage bleed off for close range use of this. And with the stealth capability, you can sometimes sneak up on someone. Surprisingly, you can sneak up on someone. Though I wouldn't hardly recommend it. But definitely, guys, this has been a fun build to run, guys. The Crisis Reaper, definitely a solid part of my hangar. Now, the giant pineapple, the pineapple grenade, as I like to call it, lives in a pineapple under the sea. Well, foggy, apparently. But this has actually been kind of interesting to run. I actually don't mind it super bad without the pilots. When the pilots drop, this thing's going to become a monster. I've already said that. But right now, it's not too horribly bad. You can take this out with an Indra. You can take it out with a Luchador. I mean, you just got to know when to hit it and when to hit it and when to quit it. Seriously. But it's so slow, too. It just kind of waddles along. It really actually needs that whole flight, this hacker-style flight capability, even to make it even viable on the battlefield. And he gets hung up on everything. So it's right now, it's not the super Titan that, we've all been dreading and fearing. This is like a level 143, I think I got right now. I'm just shy of maxing this out. But in the hands of a good pilot, it definitely is devastating. But so is the Indra, and so is the Luchador. The biggest thing is going to be, like I said, when pilots hit this. Then this thing is going to be absolutely beastie. I mean, I don't mean just beastie. I mean a monster. It's going to get entertaining then. But like right now, look, I'm slugging it out here. And slugging it out there with an Indra. And the Indra took me out. It's not a Brawler Titan at times, guys. You got to spin it. So it's a little more tactical. Okay, we took the victory. 1 point. Oh, going to watch a video. Alrighty, guys, had to watch a video there. Got 2.5 million silver out of that. Gotta like that. 9 kills, 3 beacon caps, 6.8 million in damages. Pounder. fun one. Definitely, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, it's a nice tale of the tapes. I mean, seriously, we got some Espartano clan, one clan members on the other side. Just a fun one. And then we had Mafia Mundir on top of me here as number 1 slot player. But definitely a pounder. All right, let's hop into another one. Alrighty, guys, here we go. We're hopping into the Abyss map. Let's go ahead and we're going to run it out here. I'm going to do a little more work with the giant pineapple, hopefully for you guys. I will get to the Titan, but just going to recap from the first part of this video. PIXONIC has made its biggest marketing blunder, I think, in its history. So, if you guys, if you guys happen just for some bizarre reason have just hopped into the video at this point, go back and watch it from the beginning, because there is some, I mean, I really have a beauty of a rant going there about how ridiculous the ultimate Spectre scam was. And it was a scam, guys. I mean, seriously. Who is going to pay that kind of money for a bot that isn't the super over-the-top, kill everything on the battlefield bot? I mean, seriously. It was a fleece and run maneuver. Ouch. I mean, totally painful. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to depart from that and keep going here. We're going to do a little bit more work with the Titan here in a little bit. Like I said, I'm digging the Titan right now. Right now it works for me. We'll see what happens when we get pilots, because I think pilots are going to be absolutely Titan pilots are going to be just absolutely egregious. I think they're going to be absolutely terrible. But we will see what that runs the old pocketbook on that. Let's give him a little level. Oh, I thought I was going to get him up there. Someone got him with the decay. Okay, that works. All right, let's go keep it running here. Okay. Now, I don't plan on adding any more new, bots and weapons, for the remainder of this event. I'm going to be leveling up what I've got, and leveling up 4 weapons. I want to level up my Crisis. Well, look, he just ran off the edge. Mech Warrior kills. Well, he also ran off backwards. That was awful cute. Like I said, I'm not planning on adding any more weapons this time around unless I see an exceptional MK2 level 1 deal. It's going to cost enough just to level up 4 heavy weapons in the Reapers. So I want to get them up to MK2 level 6, at least. That's where I sit most of my weapons at. I do occasionally punch it all the way up to MK2 level 12. But those are weapons that I'm confident are going to stay viable and not get horribly super nerfed over the next 6 months, because it's a lot of resources to put into it. And of course, I've got my second hangar, which I'm working on now. And I really need to look at modules for those. But boy, when you're talking, 200,000 gold to get one module up to, level 6 or more, 240,000 or something like that. You're talking a ton of silver right there. Okay, I ran into the wall there with the old pineapple of doom here. Let's go ahead and cap the beacon in slow motion. I do like the plodding look of this, and I like the whole hand grenade effect that looks on here. I mean, they were creative when they came up with the skin for this. This is like Super Shell, pineapple comboed with a hand grenade. I mean, seriously, it looks brutal, but it definitely is an interesting one. Let's go ahead and give this guy a little love right here. Now, the biggest thing I have to get used to is, once I do take a lot of damage and my armor, I'm going to spin to let the armor take some of that damage. Once I get hammered off, to remember when the armor is all gone, if I haven't used it, I need to hit that explosive button up on top there to disperse even if there's no shield there. You got to disperse it before it'll respawn. And I am just terrible for that. Because I'll have it and it'll be like, oh, why isn't my shield respawning? And it'll be like, oh, durr, because you got to hit the button, you dummy. And it takes a sometimes you got to teach a dog new tricks over and over again. Okay, got a little blaster there. There's a nice Titan Slayer. Okay, let's go ahead and spin the shield. Now, this doesn't have, this isn't like, a big brutal front-on shield. This is a circular shield. I mean, if I'm not a shell player, I have never hardly ever run the shell in regular gameplay, even when it first came out. So to get used to that whole spinning maneuver to disperse the damage amongst all the panels, sometimes, I mean, you really have to think about it. Now, I did replace the cryo rockets, and there we go. We finally hit the button, so the shields will replace. I finally replaced those and put the Evora and Veyron combo. There's a nice godlike right there. I mean, that weapon combo works seriously good on here. I do like the new cryo rockets. Was it the Argo and the Oxy, I think they're called. But I just have not been I mean, I used to like the cryo weapons, but they just don't have that punch power, that speed of projectile to get there. You have to, kind of use it like a flamethrower. You kind of have to aim it around a bit. Oh, you big old Sharanga. I don't think so. So I put this back in, and like this right here, this is two kills beyond godlike. That would be living legend right there. Definitely, these weapons lend themselves to it very well. Now, the Karura, Lance, and Glaive actually work pretty good on here, too, if you want to do some ranged work. And you can see, I just launched that little guy right there. Let's give him a little love. And boom, double kill, which would actually be a secondary living legend if they'd been closer together. Okay, let's go ahead and just spin the shield till I reload. And then come back onto target. Yeah, you're gonna get hammered on, pal. Sorry. It's gonna happen. Hey, they got one guy left. We've pretty much made mincemeat of this. This has definitely been a good showcasing of how tough and how brutal this Titan can be. But it's not insurmountable. And I think we've already shown that in several videos by being blown up while using it. Alright guys, quick tail of the tapes and we will wrap this up for you guys. 6.1 million, 11 kills, 8 beacon caps. Puts me square on top there. Sorry to see the red team. They lost a player. Looks like, why are you mad at me? 0-0-0 across the board. Didn't contribute. He was gone. Want to know why? Want to know why you mad at me? Well, that's why. You weren't in the match. That's why they're mad at you. And of course, shout out to Mech Warrior, who gave me a good chuckle when he walked off the backside of the abyss. Just right off. That happens. I've done that too. So I can make fun of that because I've personally done that. So definitely that was a fun one. Shout out to everyone here. It was a great match. Just a quick recap. PIXONIC upwake. Biggest debacle in marketing history, I think, as far as their game goes. Horribly done. The Ultimate Spectre lucky win thing that we did for a whole whopping one day. And cost so much gold that I'm sure it just absolutely depleted some poor guy's bank account. Just absolutely ridiculous. And of course, we talked a little bit about, the giant pineapple. Actually, it's probably going to be one of my favorite Titans. We're talking about the Rook. Looks phenomenal. Right now, it's not insurmountable. It takes some skill to play it. You got to know how to rotate it like a shell bot. Definitely some interesting stuff going there. And we'll have to see what pilots do to it later. All right, guys, time to bail out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm dropping it. Alrighty, guys, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.